Hello and welcome to another Rapid Fire Wargaming Battle Report. That's what we're doing, isn't it?
It is indeed. It is what we're doing.
Today we're going to play a 2,000 point match play game of Ambitious Surge, which is a maelstrom of Wargame mission from Chapter Approved 2019. We are new to the Schemes of War system, aren't we?
We are. Giving it a go.
Giving it a go for the first time on camera, and actually first time ever.
Off camera.
Off camera as well.
Yeah.
So we don't know how it'll go, but it looked kind of fun, so we'll give it a go. It's going to be My Blood Angels, as always, and Phil, your Sons of the Phoenix.
Sons of the Phoenix, yeah. Give them a run out.
Nice, so they're a Fist successor, aren't they?
Yeah, Imperial Fist successor. They are actually in the book Sons of the Phoenix, Imperial Fist successor. So that's what they're going with.
Nice. And yeah, so that's what else we have to say. That's it, is it?
Not a lot. Join us in a second for the rundown of the army lists and then deployment.
Yeah.
Okay, Fingers, take us through your list.
Right, thank you, Danvers. So I'm running 2 detachments tonight, Battalion and Spearhead. I'm starting off with 9 CP, but I've spent 1 to make my chaplain a Master of Sanctity, and I've spent 2 to make my captain a chapter master. So I'll be starting with 6 command points.
So you're owed one here then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am. You sneakily taken one off.
Yeah, I should have done.
Yeah,
should have kept
Should
quiet.
have kept quiet there. So yeah, I'll be starting with 6 command points. I'm going with Inheritors, which is the Imperial Fist standard doctrines traits thingies, which is any 6s from bolt weapons explode to an extra hit, which is quite useful.
Okay,
And,
do you have any bolt weapons in this list?
None. And they ignore cover, which are quite handy. So I know how you like to snuggle up into cover, Danvers.
Nobly hide.
I have got 2 proxies, unfortunately. I know it's not how we do it, but I've got a. I'll tell you what, I'll run through the list and you will see the proxies, obviously. So yeah, 2 detachments. First is a battalion. I've got 2 HQs in that. I've got the chapter master here. Yeah, that's a water resin base. That.
Oh, I was just zooming in,
just
focusing in on that.
And a Tech Marine. He's actually an Admic Tech Marine because the Space Marine variant is on the payment table. And then this guy here will be my Master of Sanctity as a chaplain, and a nice bright fuchsia cloak. Intimidating, eh?
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only fuchsia.
Oh, yes. And then I've got 2 5-man infiltrator squads. Bit hit and miss. They either tend to do really well and bugger up plans, or they don't do a lot and they cost 220 odd points for not much payback. 1 8-man intercessor squad with a sergeant with a thunderhammer and stalkers, and then 2 5-man intercessor stalker squads. Elites, I've got a 3-man Boltstorm aggressor squad here, and the heavy option is 3 eliminators, and they're with the snipers, not the anti-tank.
Mm-hmm. The Flasfusils.
Yes. So that is the battalion. Now, in the cheesy spearhead of much cheesiness, I've got a Master of Sanctity, which I just spoke about before. I think I mentioned the battalion, but he's heading up the
Vanguard.
Spearhead,
sorry.
Yeah. So I've got 4 heavy supports, 2 generic repulsors, so none of the extra guns, with the laser destroyer, thus and thus, and a cheese bomb Leviathan with dual storm cannons and heavy flamers. Mm-hmm. And last, and probably not least, is a Thunderfire cannon with extra candles for accuracy and balance.
Yeah. don't get the shells too close to those when you're loading it.
No. So yeah, that's it. It's fairly strong, I think. It can be stronger, certainly for fists. When I started this army, it was before the new Space Marine stuff come out. I like the whole references and links into Emperor's Children and all of that nonsense.
With scented candles.
Yeah, with scented candles, and then obviously fist codex come out. So they are good. You can make them better. You can throw in Centurions. You can have extra Thunderfire cannons and that, but we're not doing tier 1 LVO action here, are we?
No,
Davis,
no, I thought we weren't.
Well, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not overly friendly. The 2 Sri Lankans I've recently had on the channel, I'm hoping for some kind of morale boost. This could backfire hideously, because I could lose emphatically and then just stick to painting and never roll a dice again.
Yeah, just stick to Monopoly.
Yeah, all right. So that's me. Yeah, it should be good fun. For me. And as is customary, I forgot to go through my warlord traits and my relics.
It wouldn't be a rapid fire wargaming battle report if we didn't forget everything.
And humble apologies for not rocking the rapid fire t-shirt either. So yeah, I've not got a lot to go through. So the chapter master has got Imperium Sword, which is +1 attack, +1 strength, reroll charges, and the Vox's Spiritum, which is the extended bubble on his reroll buff from 6 to 9 inches, which is pretty handy. And that's it.
Nice.
Right, talk us through what the Suns are up against tonight, Mr. Danvers.
Okay, so for anyone who's seen any of our reports before, you might recognise every single model. I'm the slowest painter in the world, so just get used to it. This is £2,000 points of Blood Angels.
It's probably £2,000 as well.
£2,000 of Blood Angels.
Yeah, sorry.
And it is a battalion and a vanguard detachment. So the battalion has got 3 HQs. Good old Captain Malio, the Smash Captain. He's my warlord today. He's not got the Black Rage. He has got the Angel. No, he hasn't. He's got the Icon of the Angel, which is a relic from Blood of Baal, which basically gives him the ability to allow units within 3 inches to re-roll any of the dice in a charge, which is really handy for getting these guys into combat. His warlord trait is Artisan of War, which gives him +1 damage on his Thunderhammer.
Nice. So
sort of, flat 4 damage.
Stay away from that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Not easy.
Kill him first. Next to him is the Sanguinor in all his golden tiny glory. He is the 2nd HQ. He can do things like charge into combat and then fall back and charge again. He is just a bit of a beat stick, and he also gives +1 attacks to units within 6 inches of him. Next to them is Nazario, who's the lieutenant with a combi plas and a power axe. He's got a jump pack as well. So that's the HQs. The troops are a bare bone 5-man tactical squad and a scout squad with bolters and a sniper rifle, just because it's kind of cool. One day that sniper's going to kill something, and then he's going to be a hero.
Could be this day.
Could be this day. On the other side is another 5-man scout squad with shotguns. This guy at the back looks like he's got a sniper rifle, but he's actually got a shotgun on his back, and he's using that today because of points. In the battalion as well, there are 2 3-man units of bikes, scout bikes. There is 2 flyers, Storm Raven gunship with las, Hurricane bolters, Storm Strike missiles, and multi-melters. And then a Storm Talon with twin las and twin assault cannons.
Trying to get in on the pilot.
Going to crash into the pilot.
Yeah, sorry.
And then the Vanguard detachment is headed up by Ancient Arantor, the Librarian Dreadnought, who's just chilling out at the front there. He has got Wings of Sanguinius and Quickening, which is his psychic powers. Then the elites are a Furiosa Dreadnought down here. And he's got a frag cannon and a heavy flamer. 10 Sanguinary Guard with power fists.
Glorious.
Sanguinary Ancient to the left of them. And he's got the Relic Banner, which is the standard of sacrifice. So I'm down to 8 CPs because I've spent 1 on an extra relic. And finally, I think, a 5-man tactical Terminator squad with no heavy weapons, just with storm bolters and fists.
I think I speak on behalf of the internet when I say that is an outstandingly painted army, sir.
Oh, so is yours.
Thanks.
I should have said that. I feel bad.
Let's just stop all this and hug. Right, join us for, I guess, will be deployment.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the mission: Maelstrom of War, Ambitious Surge. It has follows the standard rules for schemes of war, in which you tailor your deck, and then at the beginning of each battle round, you draw up to 5 cards into your hand. And then at the beginning of your turn, you put 3 cards from your hand down on the table. 2 of them can be face up. They can all be face up, or you can leave 1 face down as a mystery objective. The thing with Ambitious Surge is that you can, at the start of each player's movement phase, if that player has any tactical objectives in play, their opponent must select one of those tactical objectives. If that tactical objective is achieved in that turn or the following turn, then it's worth 1 additional victory point. So if Phil chooses a sort of hard to get, if he draws 3 cards and one of them is quite hard to get, I might choose to make that worth 1 extra VP.
I get rewarded.
Exactly.
If I get it,
yeah, it's really hard to get, but you get rewarded if you do get it.
So I think that makes sense to you. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does. I guess if you pull 3 easy ones, then you're getting an extra point, which is good. But this is new and it's a bit different, so yeah.
See how it goes. All right. So we might as well carry on talking. We've deployed. We rolled a dice. Phil won the roll off, and he chose to be the attacker. That means that he deployed first. I deployed second, and now, unless I can see the objective initiative, Phil will have first turn. He has deployed across there. We rolled off and got Dawn of War deployments, which is 12 inches in along this table edge. So how did you deploy?
Yeah, so pretty much castle here. So I've got the unit of 8 stalker intercessors up here, and unit of 5 on the left flank. I've got the aggressors up front, so it was a bit of a charging deterrent. Everything here is within the reroll bubble of the chapter master, apart from the 5 intercessors on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Unit of 5 intercessors there on that objective. I've got the Thunderfire cannon back here, snuggled up next to the repulsor, and then I've got my other repulsor here. Unit of eliminators chilling out up at the top of that smashed out building, with a unit of infiltrators hidden underneath here on that objective.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, we to give me a little bit of a fighting chance, we're making the ground floor of these ruins, the windows, line of sight blocking, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, so anything ground floors, line of sight blocking. I've got another unit of infiltrators hidden behind this piece of scenery here. And then the Leviathan and the Chaplain Lustly with the Tech Marine snuggled up to the repulsor. So
Very
yeah,
nice.
I could have probably castled up a bit more, but I want to spread out and try and push forward a little bit to get some objectives and hopefully some points.
Nice.
So I've pulled my 5 cards.
Very good.
Would you like to seize Sleepy Danvers?
I absolutely would. Otherwise, it's going to be a grim time for the Blood Angels. So 6. Oh, so close, but no
just
scar.
The caveat as well is what, 9:30, and Sleepy and I have been at work since about 6 o'clock this morning. So I'll try not to get any rules wrong. This is probably the 3rd time I've run Space Marine since the new codex, so I'm sure I'll get stuff wrong. But
It's all good.
I'll try my damnedest.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Yeah. And so quickly, just to go through my deployment on this side of the board, I've played Operation Hide as much as I can. I'm aware that there's some indirect fire in Phil's lists, so I can't do anything about that, but I've hidden everything else back here. The Storm Talon is out of line of sight of the tanks at the moment, but the Imperial Fists, you can pretty much take down vehicles with bolt pistols these days, right?
The Stalkers can be quite nasty,
Yeah.
+1 damage and the -3 AP in the Heavy Doctrine.
Yeah.
But yeah, quite nasty.
And then a unit of scouts under this on that objective, and then there's another one in this terrain piece as well, hiding away. And that is it. Okay, so we are going to do. Phil's going to choose 3 of his cards, but we might. Do you want to do that in a minute, and we'll get back to them?
Yeah, let's do it in a second. I'll pull them out, and I'll probably hide one just for thematic sake.
Okay. Quick addendum to my deployment. The Tactical Terminators, the Sanguinary Guard, the Ancient, the Sanguinor, and the Captain are all in deep strike, ready to come in and smash something or get shot to pieces in Overwatch.
So generally, I get very excited when I kill some things turn 1, and then everything drops in.
And also, just talking about the mission again, obviously we have Linebreaker, Slay the Warlord, and First Strike for additional victory points.
Indeed. So, as per the Maelstrom rules, beginning of my movement phase, I've selected 3 cards from my deck of 5. I put one face down, so Sleepy doesn't know what that is. Sleepy now has to choose one of these cards, which will effectively give me 1 additional victory point if I get them. I've got Area Denial, which I think I've got for the D3, because there's nothing within 12 inches of the centre, which logic would prevail that this is going to be one that's chosen, which is no prisoners, which is killing a unit, because I might whiff and not kill a unit.
Yeah, because you'll get D3 + 1 automatically variable denial. No prisoners. You might not get, it's very likely you do, but then this mystery one, I can choose this.
I may have put a really difficult one there to lull you in.
Oh, yeah, so it's mind games already. I think I'm going to just going to go with no prisoners. It's a bit boring, but yeah,
you're right,
why
it is
not?
a bit boring. So when do I reveal this, Tom?
When it's scored.
If it's scored.
Yeah, when or if it actually
Okay,
gets.
so that remains in my deck face down until I score it. Yep.
Yeah, or you discard it.
Fine. Okay, so I can discard face downers. We're
Yeah.
going to call them face downers for tonight, Tom. Right, I did forget to say on my chaplain, because he's I spent 1 CP to make him Master of Sanctity. He's got the Catechism of Fire and the Litany of the Recitation of Focus. I think it's called Recitation of Focus. So effectively, it's +1 to wound at the nearest visible enemy. That's quite key because
this big red potato
this big red hot potato, jacket potato is nearest visible, which is good. So I put.
Is it good?
Well, I put both of those on +1 to hit. They both went off on a 2 up, and I put both of those on this repulsor to try and make sure I take out the hot potato of doom. My movement phase is done. I moved the infiltrators over to try and provide a bit of a 12-inch deep strike screen. My aggressors have sat tight. The intercessors here have just moved back a little bit because I don't want anything jumping in too nasty and charging into the back of my Thunderfire cannon and repulsor here. And I think that's it. So, shooting phase in a moment. Right, so shooting wise, there's not a lot going to be shooting this turn because not a lot that can see things. Both repulsors are going to fire their lasers into the red hot potato.
Storm Raven.
That's the one. And my Thunderfire cannon is going to try and thin out some of these units here.
Okay.
So I'll do the first, which is the buffed repulsor. That's the one that's got the +1 to win, +1 to hit. So it'll be 2s to hit with his laser. He didn't move, so he'll be firing twice. So that's 4 shots.
Cheeky and re-rolling ones.
And re-rolling ones, yeah. So as cheesy as you like. So apologies. So there's 1 re-roll. So they've all hit. So strength 10. So we'll be wounding on 3s. So he's now wounding on 2s because of the litany.
Disgusting.
So they've all hit. It's a heavy, so it'll be at -5, I think.
Well,
yeah, so
definitely straight
5.
through.
So minimum 3. 5, 9. So how many wounds has it got?
It's got 14. So that's
+1 damage. So 6, 5.
It's dead. Does it blow up?
Yeah.
It does not blow up. I didn't embark any units in it because I thought this might happen.
Yeah. We did both say it's probably gonna
Explode. Goodbye. Okay, so next up, Phil.
Yeah, so next up is my Thunderfire cannon. And he's going to, as I say, fire at the squad of scouts bedded in now.
Hiding away.
Yeah, so for 2 CP I can use suppression fire to shoot at something else, which I would need to nominate now. And I've got 6 CPs, and I think whittling down your stuff that is out of line of sight is probably useful for points.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do that, which takes me down to 4 CP. It might be a hideous mistake, so early in the game, but let's see. So the first volley of shots will be 4d3 into those scouts that are taking objective 2 at the moment.
Okay.
So this is the number of shots.
Ouchie.
3, 6, 9, 10, 11. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this will be hitting on 3s and then re-rolling because of the Chapter Master.
Very nice.
Definitely needed those re-rolls. So re-rolls are very useful. Strength 5, I believe, and toughness 4.
Yep.
So it'll be 3s.
That'll do it.
So yeah, so that's quite a lot. So that's really useful. It's the first time I've used a Thunderfire cannon, and yeah.
How many is
Not
that?
bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 9 from the first volley, which is really good.
Okay, so
It's a heavy profile. I think it's -1 base. Yeah, so it'll be -2 because it's heavy and we're in the first doctrine.
all right. So these are 6s. Oh dear. So not content with slaughtering that unit, Phil.
Oh, sorry, yeah. It's going to fire again because I spent a 2 CP at the unit in the middle. So
Duck dudes.
number of shots, and I was going to time. So okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3s, re-rolling because of the big boy. All hit, and same again. So 3s. So 1, 2, 3. So 4 at -2, sir.
4 6s. Nothing. So 4 perish. Okay, next.
Right, if you can hear a noise in the background, my fridge has decided to start making some outrageously funny noises. So just imagine it's the battlefield ambience. Right, the eliminators here are going to fire their non-line of sight executional rounds
into the lieutenant here.
Poor old Nazario.
So no buffs or anything, no re-rolls. So they're going to be hit on 3s. 2 missed, so 1 goes through, and that is strength 5 now, I believe, since they got a little tweak. So no, that is a miss. And that, sir, concludes my shooting, as everything else is hidden. So not too bad.
Okay, so at the end of Phil's turn, he has scored area denial for D3 plus 1. No, D3, sorry.
Just D3, so 3, that's handy.
And no prisoners. He destroyed 3.
No, because that one in the middle.
Oh, he survived. And this, I fail my morale test. So 4 destroyed, plus 6. I'm going to have to re-roll that.
So don't, just before you do, it's only 1 unless I kill 3 to 5. So it would be 3 to 5.
Yeah.
So ignore me.
So I'm on a low roll. That is not a low roll at all. He runs away screaming. So yeah, as a result, you get another D3 for that.
So 2.
Cheeky. And that is the one I nominated to add an extra one to, so it's worth...
It's 4.
Yeah.
No, 3. Good
3.
maths. It's not double, is it? Just plus 1.
Yeah, that's right. So you got first strike as well, so you're leading with 7 points.
7, yeah. And the mystery I've not revealed because I've not scored it yet.
Fine, okay.
So,
A healthy lead for turn 1.
Oh, I'm happy, yeah, I'm happy with that. Take that.
Okay, so beginning of turn 1 for the Blood Angels, I put into play Overwhelming Firepower, Secure 6, and 1 Mystery Hidden 1. Then Phil decided to make Overwhelming Firepower the objective for me that is worth 1 extra victory point if I achieve it.
Right, Danvers, you have done some movement, sir. Talk us through it.
I have. I figured I might as well just storm up, get blown up, see what happens. Scout bikers moved on to the objective that I need to secure, number 6, which is just here.
Nice.
They're in range of these infiltrators here. And if we look over here, the Storm Talon has screamed up. He's definitely going to die next turn, so I figured if I blow up, I might take a few wounds.
Take some down with you, yeah.
Yeah. So my sort of game plan is this main castle here is quite well screened at the moment by these infiltrators. So I figure like I need to try and kill them or kill some of them, hopefully. So that's why I've got this guy here to assault cannon them. Coming over here, Scout Bikers can auto advance 6 inches, so they've got a 22-inch move. So they advanced up here just to hopefully, if I'm lucky, I mean it's unlikely, but to do some character screening potentially. That's the plan anyway. They'll die very quickly, but at least a few of them will have to be killed before you can start shooting my characters with all your big guns. The Furiosa as well, he was going to go into the Storm Raven if it was still here in my turn. Obviously it's not, so he's just stomped along here, just waddling up towards you.
And you obviously did that because if he was in there, he could have potentially lost the model.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I didn't want him to die.
Yeah.
And the lieutenants come up as well. They're all sort of storming towards these snipers, which is probably a bad idea, but I figure we've got to move somewhere.
Yep.
Okay, so psychic phase. I can do that straight away.
Yep.
So the Librarian Dreadnought here is going to cast Quickening on himself for 7, which gives him D3 extra attacks if it goes off, which it does. D3 extra attacks, so he gets 1 extra attack.
And that puts him on how many attacks?
Only 4. They've got 3
okay.
base, which isn't great, but usually if you get that off and a few other stratagems going, he can be quite killy, but that wasn't great. And then it's a 5 to get Wings of Sanguinius off. Goes off an 11.
Nicely done.
Okay, so he can move up here a bit further. So he's going to go straight towards your infiltrators, hoping to get a long charge. Risky manoeuvre. Okay, that's the psychic phase over.
Okay. Are you happy, sir, to go straight into the shooting phase, or would you like a moment?
I can go straight to the shooting phase, I
Okay.
think. So just for the record, he's going to fire his smoke launchers.
Okay.
And I think he's going to as well. His only real target here is the eliminators up here, which are going to do, Stormbolter's not going to do anything against their camo cloaks. So yeah, the -1 to hit on these 2 units might be quite useful at some point.
Yep.
These guys advance, so they've got no valid targets because everything's outside the range of their shotguns, which are assault weapons, but don't hit anything.
Yep.
So over here, I will rack up some dice and get back to you when these bikers are ready to shoot
Into these. Okay. Join us in a sec.
Okay, so this is 16 shots because the Sarge here has got a Stormbolter coming into the infiltrators here.
So I was contemplating dropping some kind of stratagem to either give them transhuman physiology or the other one, the fist one, where it improves their save by 1, because this is potentially worth 2 VPs if he kills them. But with the bird there, I think they're dead anyway, so I'm not going to do that. All so right. Over to you, sir.
Okay, so no minus to hit these guys, so it's just hitting on 3s. No rerolls because all my dudes are at range.
Toughness 4.
So that is 4, no minus.
4, no minus. So they have got a 3-up save. So 1 goes through, so 1 is on 1 wound. And I'll pop it on this guy.
Cool. So I didn't mention, because I'm new to this this fancy doctrine stuff, but this is obviously,
of course, yeah.
In the first turn, they're obviously in this.
Yeah, we'll assume doctrine. We're in the previous one unless we say, but I'm assuming you'll change yours fairly quickly, whereas
exactly.
I won't.
Okay, so that, I mean, these guys are so hard to kill, Primaris, so I'm just going to put, I think I'm going to put everything from this potato into them, even the lads, because why not? So this is the assault cannons. And 3s. Okay, so that is a heavy weapon, so that's at -2, and there's 5 of them.
5 of them, -2, so I will need 5s to save, of which I don't get any. And
that's
damage?
So damage 1, so that's 1. 3 dead in total.
So 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead.
Okay, so if he's the last hit, you never know, I might still be able to kill this unit. But
yeah, this is where transhuman may have saved me, but...
2 hits.
Wound on 2s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
And that's heavy as well, so I don't think you're going to save.
No, that'll be straight through.
Okay, so don't roll a 1.
One's dead.
Don't roll a 1.
2 dead. Nicely done. First strike, sir.
First strike. Okay, that is all the shooting that I'm able to do.
How about charging?
Well, I can declare, I think. I'll just measure it up.
I'll come back to you in 1 second. Okay, so we just measured up the charge distances, and Danvers needs an 8-inch charge into these infiltrators here, which are out of line of sight, so they cannot overwatch.
Okay.
It would have been 9, but you're Blood Angel, so you get a +1.
Exactly. All right. So
and can you re-roll these?
I cannot re-roll these unless I use a command block, which
7.
I definitely will. It's an 11-inch charge.
Beautiful.
All right. So I'm going to move him. That means you can actually just point in there if that's all right with you.
Yep, absolutely.
Right. So, if you're ready, I will continue.
Yep.
I'm going to use 1 CP on Red Rampage. Gives me D3 extra attacks.
Nice.
Okay, so that plus the psychic power means he's got 4 extra attacks. 7 plus shock assault is 8.
Okay. This is a bad turn for infiltrators, I fear.
Okay, so these are hitting on 2s. All hit. I think they will wound on 2s because it's extremely strong, these are Blood Angel. Okay, so 1 gets dropped and then it's -4.
-4, so they will go straight through as well, sir.
So
damage?
That's, well, I think it's flat 3.
Okay.
I'll double check in a second.
No, I think, yeah. I think you're right. So that is another unit of infiltrators killed. Some good Primaris killing, sir. Okay, so that's the end of the first battle round. So, yeah, it's good for you to get a couple of infiltrator units out of the way there, because it frees up your next wave of deep strikers. So I did have a secret objective, which was Faith Before Dishonour, which is a Fists tactical objective. It's pretty rubbish, really. You just get it if it's active for 2 turns.
Nice.
So that's 1 VP. So that takes me to 8.
Very nice.
Do you want to?
Yeah, so I got 1 for overwhelming firepower plus the 1 because you nominated.
Yeah, because I nominated it, so that's 2. Yeah.
And then I got secure 6 and
so
first
it's 3 and first strike, so it's 4. So 8 plays 4 at the end of battle round 1, and we shall resume at the end of my movement phase, battle round 2.
Very nice.
So start of my movement phase, I've just pulled out. I've activated 3 cards, and then you pull another 3 to get up to 5 basically for the next turn. So I've got mission critical objective, and I rolled a 3, which is nice because that's there. I've got Scale the Skies, also nice. Ta-da! And I've got a secret jobby there. So Mr. Danvers?
this is tricky. Like you're going to get both of those, so might as well. Well, I'll gamble, but then it could be I'll gamble because it's only +1. So even if you
it's not like a double.
No, exactly.
Yeah, it's not like when I played Garfield and he got something like 6 points from one card that time. Okay.
This is the second battle round. So have you
second battle round. I have got some cataclysms to do. You threw me then. I've got some litanies with my master of sanctity. Oh God, so much to remember. So I'll roll that in a second. So I'm going to work out who to put it on.
Okay.
Right. So I did my litanies. So the +1 to hit went off on this guy.
Yep.
The +1 to wound did not go off because I rolled a 2. The aggressors shuffled a little bit. That's pretty much it, I think. So I don't really want to do much movement because I know there's got a lot of pain coming in now with these sanguinary guards, terminators, and all those other fun things. I've got to get scattered skies. I'm going to try and take things off objectives. So there we go. So going into shooting then. I'm going to fire my Thunderfire cannon first at this unit of bikers over here. So I'm just going to fire it once, and that's 4d3 shots. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hit on 3s with re-rolls. He said because of Cole, because of Chapter Master.
We have got some. There's some sneaky little tech priests from the
he's in
servants of the Omnissiah here.
So toughness 5, aren't they? Guys?
Yeah.
B4s. So 2 at -2, sir. So I have stayed in the heavy doctrine.
Okay, so 6s. Nothing. So is it how much damage?
Just 1 damage, sir.
Is it +1 against vehicles?
It is +1 against vehicles.
I will check. I assume they have the vehicle keyword. That's a good test. Scout bikers.
Sure. Yeah, let's check.
Okay, let's assume that.
A bike is a vehicle.
Yeah. So that would be
If
2
not,
dead.
We shall check and we shall rectify.
Yeah. Okay, so today I learned that scout bikers do not have the vehicle keyword, so 1 killed.
Yep, okay, good stuff. So this unit of stalkers are going to fire at the remaining 2 bikes there. So 5. So they'll be hitting on 3, so they didn't move. With re-rolls because of the Chapter Master.
These re-rolls are so good from these Chapter Masters.
Yeah, so 4s because... so 2 at -, I think it's a -3 because we're still in the heavy doctrine and the -2 base.
Yep, so that will go straight through their armour.
And it will be 2 damage.
Okay, so that kills the remaining 2 bikes. Okay, so what's next?
Okay, the Eliminators are going to fire at your lieutenant. He's in full view now. So
Yeah, he boldly stepped out from behind cover.
So I'm going to use the Mortis rounds, which is heavy 1, strength 5, -2, so it'll become -3, D3. So hitting on 3s with this round.
And this is a bolt weapon, because if it is, then it will...
Yeah, so 6s will explode.
Cool.
Thank you for reminding me, because
No worries.
I absolutely would have forgotten that.
And as a penance, you didn't get any 6s.
Yeah, so just 1 goes through, 1 hits, so wounding, strength 5, toughness 4, presumably. So it does wound, so because we're in the heavy doctrine, he gets an extra -1, to be -3.
Okay, so I need a 6 to save. Do not save.
And it's D3. So it's
3 damage.
3 damage, sorry, yeah.
Puts him down to 1, I believe. I'll check and get back to you.
Okay, so next up will be the aggressors. They did have a little shuffle around for some reason. I could have left them where they were, I think. Just trying to make a bit of a defensive line there. So they will have 6 shots each, and I rolled for the number of shots off camera, so I've got 8 for that. They will be at -1 to hit because of the flyer, but the top 8 will not explode because of Imperial Fists, because they're grenade. So I'm rolled to hit for them first. So that'll be 4s with re-rolls because of...
There's a 3 in there as well.
So thank you. So those will hit. I'm just going to leave them there for now, and then do the ones that explode on 6s. So we've got a few 6s there. 4 6s.
4 extra.
So I'll take... so 4. And then the re-rolls. Take them away, so then I'll take all of them. So I'll be wounded on 5s. This
is only half their shots as well.
That's disgusting. And they are +1 damage to vehicles, right?
No, they won't be because they're not heavy.
Oh, sorry, beg your pardon.
But you don't see them so much now in Imperial Fist lists. People take Centurions.
Oh, yeah.
Extracts and everything.
Yeah, the
But I
bolters and
love
stuff.
aggressors because they're, which is cool. So 5s. So 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 at no minus.
Okay. It's all right. I've got a handful here. So no minus. So 3s. It takes 4.
So next up will be the unit of 7 stalkers into the bikes over here.
Okay.
So again, they didn't move, so they will be hitting on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right amount of dice there. Strength 4, I think. Strength 4, isn't it, stalkers? Strength 4, so that'll be 5s. Because they are toughness 5 bikes.
Did you get any 6s on those hits?
I didn't see, sir. I did not see. So
Wow.
don't worry.
Okay.
I forgot. And non-wounded.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Okay, so next up is going to be the repulsor, the one that hasn't got the +1 to hit. So I'll be hitting on 3s. So I'm going to do the laser into
Furiosa.
Furioso over there. So he will be hitting on 3s, re-rolling. So all 3 hit. Strength 10. Oh, sorry.
Should I have used that stratagem? What's that stratagem? No, I won't. Don't worry. Don't ignore me. Yeah.
So half damage.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it because I've got another dreadnought over there. Boop. It might be better to do it on.
Okay, so 4 go through, strength 10, so 3s. How many wounds he got?
He's got 8.
So I'm going to take a chance and just leave 3 going through at -5. So
Okay, straight through.
Not got him though.
No, it's just a regular dreadnought.
Okay.
Boom! Does he blow up?
Regular dreadnought,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
extremely. Does not blow up. He just gets vaporised.
So I did nominate to Mr. Danvers that everything else would be shooting at the bikes off camera. So
Very good.
The obviously to use the guns that are in range. So the bikes are going to, everything else is going to shoot at this unit 3 here from this repulsor. Give me 2 seconds. So he's got 2 Fragstorm grenade launchers that are out of range. So I should have fired the ones that are in range into.
Yeah, that's fine.
If that's all right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realise that. So 2 of them. So 2d6 shots. 8 shots. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit on 4s because you're flying.
And 6s explode, or are these
No,
these
it's a
grenades?
Fragstorm,
Beg your pardon.
But thanks anyway. And that's a reroll because of the Taskmaster. This is only strength 4, so I'll be wounded on 5s. Just the 1 wound at no modifier.
He saves it.
Lovely. So the next one up will be the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon. Or
And this one, these are going to the scout bikes.
Correct.
Yeah.
12 shots. And this isn't bolt either, it's a Gatling, so there's no exploding 6s. Rerolls. These are obviously hitting on 3s now because the bike's not the flyer. And the Gatling cannon is strength 5, so these will be 4s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be 5, but because of the doctrine, it'll be -2.
Right, so 6s to save. Save 1 and 4 go through.
Okay.
What's the damage on those?
Just 1 because your bike vehicle isn't a vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, so 2 bikes get destroyed.
Storm bolters are out of range. Twin heavy bolter is not out of range, so I'm going to shoot that next.
Do you want to assume that all your non-out of range stuff goes into the Talon?
I should have said it really, but yeah, I can do. Yeah, generous, generous, Mr. Danvers. So hitting on 3s. This is the heavy bolter into the last bike.
Okay.
And this will be exploding 6s, of which is 1.
Okay.
And then do some rerolls.
That's pretty good.
And this is strength 5 again.
Yeah, so 4s.
Just 1. At -2.
So I needed 6 and I didn't get it. Just 1 damage though.
Just 1 damage.
Okay, so the sergeant's alive on 1 wound at the moment.
And then
For how long?
Twin Icarus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, this isn't a bolter, and I'll be hitting on 4s this time because he's not a fly.
Yeah.
But it is strength. It's strength 4, so 5s again. Ignore me. So just 1 at -2 because it's heavy. And it's 1 damage.
Enough to destroy the sergeant.
Just with his last repulsor gun. So next up will be Thunderfire Cannon, which will be shooting into the tact back here. 4d3 shots. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Getting on 3s, rerolls. Strength 5, so 3s again. 2 at -2, I think.
They've saved it, unless it's something higher than that.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay, what's next, Phil?
Okay, so the Leviathan is going to shoot into the hot potato. The jacket potato's dead. Because I need to free up the repulsor to shoot the Librarian Dread.
Yeah, of course.
So it would be hitting on 2s, but it's a flyer, so hitting on 3s. So re-rolls. Because of the Chapter Master. And then strength 7, toughness 7?
6, actually.
6, so 3s. Right.
May I grab those just for the sake of it? I'll throw them.
It's a dice you're talking about, Brad.
So what's the minus?
-3.
Oh dear. Yeah. So he's
Damage,
very
damage
dead.
Nothing.
Yeah, extremely dead. I did leave him. He is close enough to his aggressors to hurt them if I blow up. So on a 6, no. Okay, so now that death of the flyer has cleared the way for the tank to unload on my poor old librarian.
Yeah, and we did forget that dread popped smoke, and we don't know if it mattered or not in terms of the save.
Yeah, I think against that firepower, he probably would have died anyway.
So this guy, this librarian dread has got -1 to hit, but the litany for +1 to hit went off, so it's cancelled out. So we're hitting on 3s. He's shooting everything into him apart from the out of range frag storm launcher. So I'll start off with the big boy first. So he's firing twice because he didn't move, and he moved over that half range. So all those go through, and then it's strength 10, so 3s.
And I forgot to mention, but I did mention off camera that I'm popping Duty Eternal, which
so
will...
I'll probably do a re-roll there just to want to make sure.
Rub salt in the wound.
Well, maybe. So that's 1 CP down. Yep. So 3 have gone through, sir, at -1 your invuln, basically.
No invuln on this guy.
No invuln, okay. So that is -5.
Right. So that goes straight through.
Okay. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that would round down to 5 or 6?
It's
6.
Yeah, 6, I think.
6.
Yeah. So he's got 2 left.
2 left. Okay. So moving into the next
Might
one.
feel like it maybe have been a wasted command point for that stratagem.
It's good. For 1 CP, I think it's mad it's not 2.
Yeah.
It's your last dread. Is he your last dread?
Yeah.
Okay, so up next is the onslaught. So that's 12 dice. 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. So we hit on 3s. Re-rolling. And this will be 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's pretty good. So 5 at -2.
5s. Nothing.
And that will be 2 damage at your vehicle.
Very dead.
Okay.
Does he explode? Doesn't matter because he's not near anything apart from these cheeky people. Okay, so that's the end of my turn. Just to go through my objectives. Mission critical objective. I got 3. So that's 1 VP. So that puts me up to 9, I believe. And scale the skies. Sort the focus out. So that's 1 VP because the flyer dead. So that put me down to 10. Up to 10, sorry. And I didn't get this. So you chose wisely, sir, by giving up the 1 extra. So they go into my discarded pile. Okay, start of Blood Angels turn 2. I have put into play Big Game Hunter Supremacy. And I still have my mystery objective left over from last turn.
I can nominate your mystery, can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll nominate the mystery. If you
Okay.
didn't get it last time, then perhaps.
Okay, so yeah, Fingers has nominated the mystery objective to give me +1 if I score it.
Okay, Sleepy, talk us through it.
Alright, so I was considering leaving everything in Deep Strike till turn 3 so I get my Savage Echoes, but by that point I've got so many points that I might as well just give up. So I have Supremacy in play, so I'm trying to get on some objectives. I've got 1 unit of Tactical Marines here on the objective. I spent 2 CP on upon Wings of Fire to get the Lieutenant over here. And base to base, he's outside of 9 inches of these eliminators, so I assume that's okay.
Yeah.
The internet will tell us if it's not the case.
Tactical Marines are staying there.
And then everything else came in over here. I've got Big Game Hunter as well, and that's going to that will get me a point if I manage to smash that tank. My Warlord came in over here. He's within 3 inches of all these units, so that they can get re-rolls on their charges. And with Blood Angels at 8-inch charges, hopefully some things at least will get into combat. I was going to spread out, but then I figured like if everything's spread out, it'll just die piecemeal anyway, and game go on longer, so stay up longer.
That's not the spirit. I know it's 11 o'clock and you've got to drive home, but that's not the spirit.
Okay, so shooting phase, I'm going to start with the Tactical Terminators. I kind of don't know if I want to shoot these intercessors here, because obviously it will make any charges with these characters I do try and make a little longer. So I'm just going to try and whittle a few wounds off these guys up here, even though they've got crazy saves. I am in the Tactical Doctrine, so these are -1 Storm Bolters now.
Yep.
So 20 shots, on 3s, and they're next to the captain, so they can re-roll 1s.
Nice.
Which was good.
It's a lot of shots.
I assume they're toughness 4.
Toughness 4.
4s to wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And what's the minus, sorry?
Just -1.
It's -1, so they're in cover, but they get, because their campaign's 2 up. So 3 down to 1, up to 2, so 2 up safe. And 1 dies.
Okay, I'm going to count some dice for the next round of shots.
Okay, shooting in some golden boys into the remaining 2 eliminators.
Yeah, so their Angela's bolt guns are going to go up there. Only half of this unit's in range because they're only 12-inch range. So they'll be hitting on 3s and re-rolling 1s. Pretty good shooting.
That's good.
And then they are wounding on 4s.
That also looks
good.
okay.
Yeah. And these are -1 base, but actually -2 in the Tactical Doctrine.
How many does that make?
7.
7. So -2, so that just takes it down to
3 up.
3 up. I need to save a few. 1 on 1 wound left.
Not bad for Blood Angel shooting.
Nice.
Okay.
What's next, or would you like a moment?
No, I think I'm going to try and... I think this guy can see because his little gun's pointing out the edge. Are you happy with that? What do you reckon?
Yeah, his gun's pointing over the edge. You can see him.
So I'm going to fire his... I think I'm going to shoot both parts of his weapon. So this is rapid firing. The plasma first.
Overcharging, obviously.
I have not... No. Because I would have died. And then the bolter. So just 1 hit.
Why would you have died on a 2?
Because I'm firing both profiles. It's -1 to hit.
Oh, did not know that.
Interesting.
Okay, yeah.
So just 1 hit with the bolter is -1. I haven't wounded
Did you
yet. He doesn't wound, so almost kills himself and then doesn't wound.
Yeah.
And then that's, believe it or not, all my shooting.
Right, so we'll sort out the charges and probably roll up some dice for the Overwatch. You've not got any anti-Overwatch, have you?
No, I don't. So usually I take on the captain. I usually take the Wings of Sanguinius, which means that the person he's charging cannot fire Overwatch. Which probably, in hindsight, because I'm about to charge his
What was
tank.
your thinking? They've not taken it.
Well, because I wanted to use one of the new relics from Psychic
gotcha.
Awakening,
Oh, good.
which is called the Icon of the Angel, which means that all of these units, because they're all cheesily within 3 inches of him,
Yep.
can
re-roll,
the
yep.
dice.
Okay.
So I just have to choose who's going to take the Overwatch from that tank, which is going to be pretty nasty, I believe.
Okay, and you're just charging the tank or the...
Yeah, so
unit?
I'll start with the... How many sixes can you roll? Many? How are you feeling?
40%. No. The sixes on the bolters will double up.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'm probably going to put the Sanguinary Guard in first.
Okay, so we rolled up some Overwatch. Repulsor started off ridiculously strongly with some sixes on the laser, and we took out 3, but then everything else kind of rolled all right, but didn't nick any more wounds.
We rolled quite a lot of sixes between us.
Yeah, we did. It was good fun. So on the before this, we forgot, I think, to confirm that he's -2 to charge on the Repulsor, but Tom said that's fine and it wouldn't have changed, but he will.
I will, forgetting that it was -2, I'm going to spend 2 CP on Upon Wings of Fire, which basically means that they can roll 3d6, and then that will be my charge.
Can you reroll?
I can reroll any of the dice, and it's obviously +1 for Blood Angel, so your -2 to my charge roll is actually only a -1.
Okay, and you need, so it'll be a 10 then, won't it?
Yeah.
10 up. Oh,
I'll do it.
and more.
Yeah. So the cheeky thing I can do here is I can tag the Repulsor. Because of the way the charging rules are written, I can then move any of my models, as long as they remain in coherency, I can move them so I can actually get on this.
Yeah,
premises. Nice. He says confidently. Of course, only if I can kill these guys.
Did you declare a charge against
I
them?
didn't, did I? Let's see. It's okay, don't worry.
But can these guys do some killing action?
Well, I'm hoping the Sanguinor maybe could actually use this character here. But again, it's sort of charging up a thing. It's all good. Mistakes were made, but, that's the game. All right, so I'll do some more. Now I'm safe in the knowledge that tank can't overwatch me again. I'll just roll some dice now for these charges.
Yep.
So this would normally be an 8-inch charge because of the red thirst.
Yep.
But it will actually be a 10-inch charge.
Yep.
So I will re-roll both. Ooh,
And he makes
okay,
it. Beautiful.
So they will go in. I'll leave a little space for the captain if he chooses to go that way as well.
My tank is slightly nervous.
Okay. Now, next I will declare the Sanguinor. He will declare against the tank and these intercessors.
Yep. So
they
the
will be able to do some
intercessors
Overwatch.
will be at Overwatch.
Should we do that after I've done my charge?
Yeah, do the charge, yeah.
Okay, so this is... I don't know. We'll roll it and then measure. That's definitely a fail. 6 is also definitely a fail. Okay, so he's going to get overwatched. And then the captain, he will... I think he's just going to go into... He'll declare both as well. So he's going to also get overwatched.
Yep.
I'm going to have to re-roll this.
What do you need?
Both? Well, I kind of want to jump up here. That's the plan.
What do you need help?
And because of the way the rules are written now, I would have to sort of go along and then up. So that's quite a long charge. 8, sort of 11 or something like that. So I'm going to re-roll both.
Oh,
That will do it.
good charging, sir. Sterling charging. Right,
Okay,
join us in a
so-
sec.
And then the last charge.
Oh, sorry, you got one more, yeah.
just one more. I'll do the ancient over there into the tank as well.
Yep.
This will be a long charge again because of the. Okay, I've done this a bit in a bad way. I should have done him first so he could have re-rolled, but I did the captain first. So he's going to just
Do you
hang
want
out there.
to swap it round or go back or do something?
I'll roll it. Yeah, maybe. Can we say I did him first? So I can re-roll saying that, and it doesn't matter because I'm a big cheaty face.
So, quite an amusing Overwatch. 5 stalker shots into
The Sanguinor.
Sanguinor. Ended up getting 8 hits
Because
because of my exploding 6s, which is quite ridiculous. And I did, 4 damage. So the Sanguinor is down to 1. Smashy made it in unscathed
Nice.
due to some 4 invuns.
Yeah, and I rolled a 12 on my charge as well, which is
Yeah.
really nice. And I 4 through up saves on my storm shields saved me.
Yeah, so there we go. That's the end of charges.
Yep.
Right, time to dent some tanks.
Okay, so actually I'm going to start with the captain.
Okay.
He's going to lead the way.
Time to dent some Primaris armour.
I
I kind of want those guys dead because if they do die, then I do get supremacy for that objective.
Lovely.
I've got one guy in it. So I'm going to try and make sure of it by rolling using a CP on Red Rampage, D3 extra attacks. And he gives him 1 extra, but that doesn't mean he's got 6 now. Okay, oops. So Thunderhammer, so hitting on 3s. Rerolling the 1s. Luckily, that does mean I do get the hits I needed.
Yep.
But now I do need to get some 2s.
4 dead.
4 dead.
Do you do a re-roll to make it 5 dead and the unit? But then you've got lots of golden boys who can chomp the other one, presumably. Oh no, you didn't charge them with a golden, did you?
Yeah. So I will re-roll it. It's been so long now that so those
Okay, so it's 5.
Go straight through their armour.
Straight through, yeah.
No,
Actually, 6 up. So I need 1 6 up.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Mr. Lewis. There's only 5.
You have keen eye, Mr. Danvers.
He does do it.
So 1 lives and 4 get splatted. So I shall. Which then puts that sucker out of combat as well.
Very nice, very nice.
Okay.
Okay,
Do
so
you want to destroy my tank now or later?
yeah, I'll have a little crack at it now. So I'll do the Terminators first.
Okay.
So we've got 1, 2. These are the 4 Power Fists. If I should have saved that reroll, that CP, so I could have used a stratagem on the Terminators to make them +1 to hit, but I didn't because I was getting greedy.
Don't worry, it's late.
Okay, so this is 4s to hit. Yeah, wouldn't have made much difference. Oh yeah, it would have made quite a lot of difference. 8 is it?
So it's 8, yeah,
so
they're
3s.
pretty.
Yeah, no rerolls, so just 2 go through.
-3, yeah.
Yeah.
So it will be 6 up.
Okay, and 2d3 damage, so just 2 to start with.
Okay.
And then the Sergeant, Power Sword. Dear me. So yeah, nothing from this one, and that doesn't wound. It's not going well. These guys will pile in. Not sure how many will actually get to a hit.
A full unit of Sanguinary Guard, all with Power Fists, is a wonderful sight.
But actually, you know what? Without their characters around them, they are a bit stinky sometimes.
If anyone saw
I can just get up here.
our rapid fire Wargaming AdMech versus Blood Angels battle report, which can be found on YouTube, you'll see the absolute havoc these units reaped across my my castle.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can fight, which isn't amazing, I would say. So they've got 2 base +1 for shock absorbed.
Thorough shake.
Yeah, but, yeah, got to do the extra shake. It's my thinking about things shake when I'm shaking so long.
Your filler shake.
Exactly. And then I think it's 3 again.
That's just a disturbing shake.
Oh dear. Well, it's not too bad. Okay, so 6 at
-3.
Yep. So try not to get any 6s, please. Again, keep asking you this.
No problem.
Thank you very much. Okay, so then these are D3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus the 2 from last turn.
So he's down to 3. Jaded, but not destroyed.
So how many moves did he have?
16, I think.
Oh,
I'll double check. It's a very worse 14, I think, but let me have a quick squeeze.
Oh, okay.
16 wounds. So my hitting back, should we do that off camera? It's not very exciting, is it? My intercessor.
I could have piled him in 3 inches after he fought. So I would be able to pile him in down here and lock him up, but for what that's worth.
Okay, all right. So I will hit back off camera because it's not very exciting. A repulsor just grinding into your terminators.
Into some dudes. Okay, just to recap at the end of my turn, things didn't go well. I think I can say that. The theory here was that the captain would finish off these troops, which would mean that I was scoring that objective for supremacy, which didn't happen. And also, I thought that these Power Fists might finish that tank off, which also didn't happen for Big Game Hunter. So I get nil points this turn.
Neither of us got a secret.
No one got a secret objective either. Okay, so we'll come up in a second.
End of my movement.
Yeah, I mean, you might have to take a morale test on your guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Might as well do it. You might get a couple of 6s.
No, he's good.
Yeah.
Lost 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
It's fine. Do you need morale? You lost 3? No. You look too golden and sexy to take a morale test.
Okay, so beginning of turn. It's only turn 3.
Oh, turn 3. It's 11:30.
Everything's dead.
Right, so I've got 3 cards here. Secret 1. I definitely didn't accidentally tell Tom what that was by saying, "Oh, I need to kill him in combat." But anyway, so there we go. Overwhelming firepower and hold the line. Could get all 3 of these with any luck.
But using my just like psychic powers, I'm going to say maybe do that one.
Yeah.
Because Blood and Guts is the only one he could maybe not get.
Yeah. So the aggressor's moved up. This is the end of my movement phase, sorry. So the repulsor just moved out of combat. I repaired him for 2, so he's up to 4. I think I think that's it really. The aggressor's moved, so they won't be shooting twice. The intercessor stalker fell back to free up smashing, obviously.
Yeah.
So hopefully some pain.
He's the nearest unit now, so he's going to die. So it's going to be quite unpleasant, I think, this shooting phase.
So I did roll up for the aggressors off camera because there's a lot of dice. It's annoying. So I rolled for 9, I think, grenades. I'm going to roll them separately so I don't get these exploding 6s. But they are in 9 inches, so these will be re-rolls. So hitting on 3s because they can move without penalty. That's okay. Nice. Strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at no modifier, sir.
So one goes through.
1 on 1.
This was into the captain, did you say?
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's no feel, no pain. He's not got the black rage.
Down to 3.
Down to 4, I think. I think they have 5. Yeah.
Cool. And then the unshots. These ones will explode. Q no 6s, actually. Q silly
Several.
6s. Sorry. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sleepy.
No worries.
So I'll re-roll these, then I'll add up the extras. So they will hit, then I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8. So yeah, just with 3
Just give me a big handful. These are hits. These are hits, weren't they?
These are hits.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting overexcited. Sorry, you're going to whiff this wound roll, don't worry.
False. But
It's fine, everything's fine.
you do
He survived worse.
just what you exactly. Bloody has an arm.
Yeah, so 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Reroll.
No, I'm out of rerolls, so he does. Does bite it. Buy it. Blam. Slay the Warlord.
Lovely. Oh, glorious.
Glorious and dead. Okay, so after Captain Malio got his untimely death occurred over there, this Eliminator Sergeant had a pot shot at the Sanguinor but failed to wound.
Yeah, so the repulsor, I popped the litanies, so the repulsor's got the +1 to hit, because obviously he's degraded, even though he repaired, he's still on the bottom bracket, so he'll be hitting on 4s now instead of 5s, could be useful with rerolls. The Leviathan's got the +1 to wound, because I want to kill the Sanguinary Guard or wound them on 2s rather than 3s. So that's quite handy. So into the repulsor, which is an incredibly annoying unit to do battle reports with, because it's got about 18 different profiles, and it's it can be a bit tedious, but I'll go through it as quickly as I can. So 2 Fragstorm launchers.
And this is everything into the Terminators.
Everything to Terminators, yeah. Good point, I should have said that. So that will be 2 Fragstorm launchers, 2d6, which I just rolled off camera. So 4s, re-rolling the misses.
Okay, so we had a bit of a technical issue with the camera there, but the 2 Fragstorm launchers into the Terminators did 7 wounds, no modifier, so much as my top save. And how many damage is that?
Just one.
Okay, so one's on one wound left.
That feels too many actually, but we'll go back and check. But yeah,
It's all good. I think it's going to be a moot point.
A bit of a nightmare there. Laser, that's a 4 shots hitting on 4s. Rerolls. Nice. 2s. So 2 at -5.
So my 5 up Terminator saves. Nope.
So that'll be 2 dead.
Yeah.
These 2.
Sure.
Onslaught 3. Yeah. I appreciate this is pretty hideous, especially this time of night.
It's all
Go
good.
through the motions a bit now.
It's all good.
So 4s because it's degraded. Decent roll.
Just blows my mind. The Chapter Master rerolls are just the best thing ever, and I really would like it if Commander Dante could have the same treatment, please, Games Workshop.
But he should. He should. And this is he thrown me there. So
Sorry.
it's strength 5. That's okay. Strength 5. So freeze. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the onslaught, which is -2, something heavy.
Okay, so 4s.
Oh, he's loving that.
That's all right. So just one damage.
Just 1 damage, right?
Okay, so 1 on 1 damage.
2 storm bolters. Rapid fire 4, so 8 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these will explode.
Ooh, very nice.
2, 3 6s. Reroll these. 4 6s. What's going on tonight, Dan? This isn't fingers rolling.
It's a nice 10 hits.
Yep.
Rolling on 4s.
4. 6.
No minus, so 2s. So that one that was on 1 wound dies. 2 left.
Twin heavy bolter. Heavy 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hitting on 4s.
Exploding.
Rerolls. Yes, thank you. Rerolls.
Eesh.
And so that becomes a hit. And then 2 more, because I'm exploding. Strength 5, so it's a heavy bolter. 2, 3, 4. So 6 at -2 because of reduction.
Okay, so 4s. That is... they're 1 damage each, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Oh, sorry, yeah, there's a 3. Yeah, you're right. So just keep the Sergeant on 1 wound.
And what have I got left? Icarus. So this isn't fully loaded with guns either. I think I've taken 2 guns off because the points.
Yeah.
2 of the
Be
bastards.
here till Christmas if you didn't.
Icarus Force is a bit minus. Actually, if they got... Oh no, it's the Tangle Ring. Got fly, of course.
Yeah, so it's 5s as well.
Yeah, so heavy 6, 4, 6 of 5s. Rolls because of the cheesy Chapter Master. 4s, just 1 at -2.
This is important. He's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Leviathan...
We had a camera mishap. So
Another one. It's been an evening.
Swap cameras, so if you notice any coloration changes or anything, that's why. Professional here at Rapid Fire.
All right.
Wargaming. Anyway, 18 shots went through.
Many
at
wounds.
-3.
Only -3. Okay, these guys are going to be fine. What's the problem? It's all good. If I get loads of 5s, everything's fine. Okay?
Yep.
Loads of 5s. That's not really loads of 5s, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're dead. Very dead. Everything's died. Okay, so it's just a little red and sort of golden smear over there now.
Don't know. Leviathans.
Okay, so where there was once a glorious charge of Blood Angels, there is now just nothing. Just some old abandoned dice, some red blood splatters on the floor, and crushed hopes.
And some giggling fuchsia
chaplains.
Yeah.
So at this point, I think with a lieutenant left on the board, who's only there because you sort of forgot it was there and didn't bother shooting.
I thought I tabled you. I forgot it was there. And
do your Thunderfire cannons. Go on. You want to do it? Just rub the salt in the wound.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I hope you're happy. Look at his face. Look at his grinning face.
I still want to table you because you've got your lieutenant there.
I think you might in turn 5, 6, and 7 though. And 4. Don't forget turn 4.
So actually, never would have only been 2. So they're fine.
Yeah, it's all good. Anyway,
So basically, you won.
yes, basically. Basically, I think I won really because, I mean, what's this? Is that Battleforged? This looks like this looks like Adeptus Mechanicus.
A moral victory. But at
Yeah.
least he is a tech priest. And he's an engine seer. So
That's true, yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah. Well done, sir. That was absolutely brutal. Sons of the Phoenix, Imperial Fists, can do one.
Yeah, I think it's because I think the last 2 or 3 times I played this list, you've just ruined me on Knights and Admech. We played Admech twice, and you smashed me, didn't you? So I'm like, right, I need to bring a slightly more powerful list, and because obviously Danvers has got the Space Marine goodies now.
Yeah.
I think we probably thought it would be a little bit closer.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I think like these are such a good list. Like the Primaris tanks are amazing. I mean, just that they can fly. It's like the Admech really suffer when I get into combat. They sort of they're sort of done. They can't fall back, and then shoot the next turn, unlike these guys. So it's like, very good.
So yeah, the difficulty is because this is a pretty good list. I need to add some more units to make it a bit more fun, I think, as well. Not only to play, but to play against.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Because otherwise, when we chat on our rapid fire wargaming WhatsApp chat, I'm like, right, who wants a game versus these? And it's generally quite difficult, isn't it? It's the same with Tom or Garfield's Tau. He's got this awesome, really effective Tau gun line. And he says, right, who's up for a game? You think,
they usually end up a lot like this for me.
So I think Tom did me a service there because I was on a moral low, wasn't I? After the last few games.
Yeah, so that'll keep you going for a bit.
Yeah,
and we'll go back to
now.
Yeah. No, very good. Thanks for the game, dude.
Good. Thank you, mate. Thank you for coming. It's obviously late. So what else was I going to say? We're both on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm fingers_RFW. If so you like the models and that, there's some better pictures, and the same with Mr. Danvers here.
Yeah.
It's Danvers_RFW. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, we're trying our best, don't we, to make them entertaining.
Yeah,
Probably
absolutely.
got loads of rules wrong.
Leave some comments.
Yeah, certainly leave comments, like it and subscribe it. Obviously, that's great. And yeah, we'll hopefully film another one soon. Orcs, I think. Orcs, maybe Space Wolves.
Yeah, nice.
Right. Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much. Fingers, what are you doing?
My fridge has decided to make some funny noises.
Okay.
Battle report. I think that's helped. Right.
Amazing.
Right.
Praying to the machine spirits.
Yes.